Episode 2.
Interior. Vac tube. Day. Low humming and shooping. Strafing refracted light bending and transforming in colour.
Late again, Alexandra Bronte!
The strapless watch face is embedded into a wrist, its hands attached to its nose, its face 3D, human and seemingly sentient. Several rods pulse in rhythm just beneath the skin of the user. A pair of female eyes narrow. Beams of hard light reflect and bounce off the corneas.
Come on.
Shoddy timekeeping! Your profile indicates that you should have lower managerial access at this stage in your career, yet you have failed in this minimum aim. It is this type of behaviour that is inhibiting your progression.
Bronte is now altogether more scrubbed and urbanite in her business suit, cropped jet black bob. She makes plain Jane look like Jane Mansfield. She lies flat, prone and swaddled in translucent goo as the vessel shoots along and is just about recognisable as the same woman from the forest, a scrubbed and jaded version at least.
This job is killing me.
Exterior, homely cottage, morning. A glorious dewy morning frames this traditional cottage set in the picture-perfect English countryside. Daddy Bear, 68, a bespectacled, tank-topped, pot-bellied retiree, carefully tends to the roses in the immaculate back garden.
Breakfast, dear!
Oh, she'll be late for work again.
Mummy Bear, 65, a bun-headed, kindly old girl in a pinny.
No, I'll go. Get your breakfast.
Oh, I love you.
Oh, that's nice.
Interior. Bronte's flat bedroom. Morning. Somewhere in the middle of a huge bed is Bronte, beneath a duvet. Her arm is slung out, drooping off the edge of the bed. A simultaneously hideous but erotic tangle of conjoined naked female bodies dances silently around the dim chamber like a Hindu god. Her watch cranes out a digit, tapping her arm with some urgency.
Time for work! Stretches, shower, teeth, immediately please!
Darling, I really must insist you get up. You'll be getting another warning.
This job is killing me.
Your complaint has been registered, processed, and rejected.
Interior, vac tube, day. The rainbow spectrum bounces off the semi-opaque coffin cylinder.
Late again, Alexandra Bronte?
What a sanctimonious bitch.
Excuse me?
It shoots to a halt.
Do I have to?
Interior, arrivals hall, day. A huge, garishly coloured, man-made cavern with thousands of uprooted cylinder coffins parked in neat rows like organ pipes. This appears to be the last of them. Bronte's ride eases into the platform before rising 90 degrees. The lid slides open and she steps out, loping towards a huge set of double doors. Her white cotton panties protrude from the back of her jacket. Suddenly, more self-aware, she tucks them back in as she walks. At the doors is a grand clock face, almost identical to the gadget on her wrist, only deeper voiced and built to intimidate.
Punch in!
Me need coffee. Man.
Punch in!
Good morning, my little fleur-de-lis. And how are you today?
The clock face extends from the door, mounted on a metallic gooseneck, to a millimetre from her nose.
Excuse me.
Insert your digit register into the clock face immediately! Your obduracy has been registered!
As it retracts, Bronte pushes her index finger into a gooey texture between the eyes of the face. It sneers back at her. Interior, grand hall, day. The giant doors slide open. revealing a huge, open-plan crystal palace of an auditorium with thousands of semi-opaque hemispheres lined up in rows like turtle eggs on a beach. It might be impressive on first sight, but to Bronte it is her daily prison. Ugh. Interior, dome, day. All exterior sound is cut off inside the dome. The space seems to expand, and the bare, beige, gel-based furniture is replaced by a Chesterfield suite and a hardwood office design as Bronte steps inside. She massages her temples and clutches a mug of coffee for dear life.
Office Live 0902. Bronte, you lazy bitch. Read your incoming mail. And cheer up.
She flinches at the deep, piped version of her own voice before nodding, trying to massage the headache away as she gingerly perches on the sofa. Without warning, Simpkin, 40, a perfectly bent-faced chap with even bigger bags under his eyes and a Shatner belt across his soft middle, appears next to her, immediately in her face.
Simpkin, do you have to? I've got work to do, and I'm late.
Whose fault is that?
Get off my case.
How about drinks at Sir Samantha's tonight?
You tried to finger me.
Simpkin puffs himself up, a haughty, naughty schoolboy.
I sure did not.
Just piss off. Sex pest.
You coming tonight or what? Or you got a hot date?
Yeah, okay. But no shenanigans.
Love you. Love your work.
Simpkin pinches her cheek.
Ball bag.
Simpkin vanishes.
But you still choose to go, baby.
Elvis Presley, 33, in his black leather comeback jumpsuit, replaces Simpkin on the sofa. Bronte nods in resignation.
I'd sure like to love you tender right now, but I have to remind you, darling. You got a job to do. Boo-hoo.
Better give me my appointments then. And a painkiller. My sciatica's killing me.
Feel the scratch, Colonel.
A needle shoots out of the sofa and into her backside.
Ah! Ugh.
Pity you.
More exercise and physiotherapy are recommended. An injured employee quickly becomes a liability and an unnecessary expense.
Shush now. I've got a job to do. I'm very important, aren't I? Just like all these other very important people here that I never talk to.
Quit whining, Buttercup. They'll warn your sweet little ass.
Your complaint has been registered, processed, and rejected.
Oh!
Bronte gurns and takes a deep breath. Elvis vanishes and is replaced by a stiff-backed, bald man of 50 in a three-piece suit. Sim. He checks his pocket watch and sniffs at Bronte before pixelating for an instant.
You have reached the abode of Mr. Philip K. Densmore. I am his virtual finance matter representative, and I will be assessing your pitch. You have 30 seconds.
Bronte emits her biggest, most synthetic, shit-eating sales grin.
Great then!
Visit podplay.org for more information about Carol Grabham and this project, 23rd Century.